brother-in-law, and I appreciate, Mark and Rich kind of, being so nice to me, over many years. Here we go. Best I could figure is I officially met David, Charlie, and Barney's in the bazaar back in 1985 after I started dating Connie, Rich and Cindy. I remember thinking that I saw this guy 10 years earlier when I worked at Fridays at the Crossing. And after shifts, we'd go, a late night bar, Cork and Cleveland, and sometimes David was at that bar. This is a late night bar, didn't close till like 3 or beyond. And I'd hear him tell jokes, and he had this fantastic delivery. It was amazing. Just his delivery of the jokes were better, I think, than the actual Not many folks can tell a joke and keep you interested, certainly not me, but that boy sure as hell could. I'll never forget his facial expressions as he told them, and that sheepish look on his face. It's etched in my soul, and I'm so thankful for that. And I know you guys all probably have seen it and heard it. But most of us, okay, I don't know if it's going to technically work. We know Joe Ralph Rucker and Sir Edmund Smythe. I was lucky enough to hear it 25, 30 times, I think. Every time was better than the one before. I'm not, I'd love to hear it from him one more time. I can't, but I could play a 30-second ending to that joke on this thing if it works. It was one of his better jokes. It's one that I think most of you have heard. And if I can get it to work, I think I can. Now, I don't know about good, but I'm going to do my best here, bro. So give me 2 seconds. I'm challenged on this stuff. So, all right, this is the end of it. I'm sorry about me laughing so much in it, but I don't have anything where it was a microphone, I had a bunch of them. Some of them were long and short. None of them were the whole thing. So I just play this one for you. Okay, you ready? Word and things to come up with a flat line. And your word is 10 buck 2. You thought about it for 1 or 10 seconds and wipe that horseshoe off the hill. He said, "Be a Tim Hunt, man." 5 3 pages in a 10. Then we had 3 and nothing 2. I bucked one of 10 bucks. That's enough. It's just nice to hear his daggone voice. All I can say it is. And, he can really light up the ladies. Let's be honest, Carol. The boy can light up the ladies. And you have the best, you were so cool about all that stuff. You really could always let it do. He can walk that line and step just a little bit over it. Just a little bit over it. All while keeping it harmless and funny. That's a hard thing to do. And he nailed it every time. I'd get slapped in the face if I said some of the things. He got pat on the back, laughed at, and with a smile. Back to serious. What a great, close family Rich has been fortunate enough to have around his entire life. Bob, David, Mark, and especially Betty. Wow, that Betty. Wow. I could tell that, and it breaks my heart, but I could tell that Rich is heartbroken. Between David, Sonny, Kelso, Jerry Irwin, we love you, Rich. Thank you. You're welcome, bro. You're the nicest guy ever, and I feel so lucky to call you my brother-in-law, and I know that Con feels the same way. That's for sure. And how about David the last few decades, Carol? Seriously, Carol, you've been nothing short of remarkable, bud. You've been amazing all along, and especially since his health declined. Carol, don't think for 1 second that we don't all know and admire your love for David and the monumentally awesome care you deliver every day and every night, as Doc explained, is Rich explained. It's amazing. We all thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You know, David and I loved his entire family, and it has been a big honor for Connie and me that David considered us to be part of it. So many times David has let us know how much he loved and cared for us, and we appreciated that so much. We sure loved and cared for you too, you know, David. So I've raised my glass, but I'll raise an imaginary glass. You can all raise your glass, if you wish, to one special guy who fought so hard. He fought a good fight while so many others like me and a lot of us would have given up. He didn't. We knew it and we respect it beyond measure. For a few of us, we thank you for the many jokes and political commentaries you texted and emailed us these past many months. I'm just glad you got to see the change in DC that you so wanted. Yeah, that's awesome. Your jokes and commentary seem to be your way of letting us all know that you were okay and that your mind was as sick as ever. We all thank you for that. Here's to you, my friend. I love you, and I just know we will all miss you. You're now at peace, and I pity the poor ladies in heaven.